a dynamic quarterback with a lot of talent around him and a team that can run the football. They, when they're really good, and they have been all year long, they can dictate the game by being two-dimensional the whole game. And you have to worry about it on every snap. It doesn't matter what the down and distance is. They'll run it when you're supposed to throw it and throw it when you're supposed to run it, and they got guys that can do it.
Couple more. Surprised Detroit was able to sack him a career-high 7 times. Anything you can use from them?
Well, what just stood out to me just watching the game on TV was how relentless Detroit was. The effort that their pass rushers put in, I thought was really, really good, and they found ways to, eventually get them on the ground, which is not easy to do.
We're going to go last 3 players, Todd.
The concept of a spy, when you spy the quarterback, what do you give up when you do that?
Well, he's probably going to have the ball a little bit longer, because you don't got 4 guys on him. You got to mix and match that. I mean, sometimes when we do too much of that, I feel like we handcuff the pass rushers a little bit. Because in essence you only have 2 or 3 guys rushing, they get doubled, and so we pick our spots. I mean, obviously every team that plays Baltimore is going to have some version of it, and you just got to decide when you're going to use it.
So Derrick Henry has not been a fumbler, but he's had a few big ones recently. I mean, I know you guys preach turnovers all the time. Is there more emphasis on that some weeks? And have you seen anything in the way he's turned it over, maybe something you could exploit?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the same on offense as it is on. We always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, right? Maybe that happens to the offense too, the same way. I've never looked at him as a fumbler. I know he's had a couple in these past 2 games, but yeah, well, we try to attack the football and get him to put it on the ground. Yeah, anybody that touches it for them would like to do it. We haven't had that. I think we might have forced 1 or 2 out and haven't gotten them. I mean, it was nice to get the 2 interceptions last week. We need, really, to slow this crew down somehow, some way. We got to find a turnover or 2 in there and give the offense some field position.
Steve, with a player like Lamar, how do you have to talk to the pass rush about having a certain mentality to where it's not 100 miles per hour to keep that discipline, keep that contained?
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a controlled rush, but we don't want to slow guys down by saying controlled. I mean, there is a certain way to, to try to tackle and sack these quarterbacks because he's so elusive. If you're out of control trying to tackle a guy like this, you're not going to get him because he knows how to sidestep. He's got a great stiff arm. He's long. So those are all things that we've talked about. And, we got a bunch of guys that have played him before, so hopefully that experience against them will help us in this game. Yeah.
Thanks.